So we have Golden Bears playing as a blue Terran spawning from the bottom, and 420 star brown Terran spawning from the top. So TVT game.
Yes.
And Beers won the first battle. This is the second battle.
Correct.
Right. This is a replay of round 2. Golden Bears taking round 1, I'm told.
You streamed that. I think that was your first stream, I think. Oh, this guy went.
Did I stream it?
I don't think I streamed any tournament games for Golden Bears, no.
I
So,
think
Golden Bears starting with a Machine Hero open.
I think Frosty did stream it. Frosty
And Brown trying to do some sneaky wraiths.
Yeah. And Beers going Mech Hero.
So getting out some Machine Heroes and some Goliaths. Really good opening build.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good to get the Rainer Vultures, but
I'm gonna shut off my sound so that I don't hear any echo.
And Beers did a scan.
Wraiths because they're no longer effective now that blue has a scanner out.
Those were killed very
And,
easy. Nice scan.
Yeah, Brown basically copying the build from blue here with 2 Bunker Heroes and some Goliaths.
I don't think Brown will come back here. He has a better spawn.
Yeah, I also
now.
realized that he's not putting any waste anymore, so take out the scan, salvage the mineral.
That's good. And I see you got a 3rd Bunker Hero.
Those hero make is really good at start.
Yeah, I agree. I think Brown has a slight edge here in the spawn. Looks like Brown got a couple of Edmund Dukes out, which is a very lucky hero spawn. So he's probably going to dominate this.
Sometimes I only use the armory Goliaths instead of bunkers.
Yeah, so the Edmund Dukes have the explosive damage, which is going to tear up these Goliaths and these Vultures.
Yeah, if you get the Edmund Dukes on bunkers, they will tear up Goliaths. But the Rainer Vultures is not.
Oh yeah, those in masses are very good too. Yeah.
So
I do like fighting this range where I'm like in the upper hill.
Bunker is sometimes relying on luck to get the good units.
Right. So Brown getting a couple more Goliaths here. Looks like still in 0 gas.
Brown actually pushing back now. With the Beers on 1
Blue
gas.
taking a gas.
Yeah, Beers, Blue have taken 1 gas.
Yeah, it looks like Blue got a couple of Edmund Dukes out here too. But Brown has like, what is this, 4 or 5 Edmund Dukes out. Really lucky.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering why I was getting pushed, and I saw Mr. Dukes, and I was like, okay.
Blue throwing out some sneaky wraiths of his own. Looks like Brown taking his first gas.
And these Edmund
Trying to get his scanner out. There it
just
is.
refuse to die. A lot of armor.
Yeah, the wraiths, and it takes a few seconds. Once you get that scan out, it's like, all right, there go the wraiths. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use the wraiths just to force the
Blue sticking with the wraith spawn for another spawn around here. I guess he's about to refund that and spend the money on something else. Building out some more Goliaths. Good choice.
Brown has counted the gases. They're both on one gas now.
I hate when these Goliaths just move into some other target besides the one in front of you.
So blue here with a very superior spawn at this point, actually. You know, up 2 Goliaths, up a machine hero. Brown taking his second gas, actually. Just coming out of delay on a second gas. Blue behind by a gas.
It doesn't look like Brown is gonna do anything. Siege tank. But that would be good to stack
So
up
blue
right
with
now.
the superior army, but like not enough to push out this stacked army here from Brown, I doubt.
Yeah.
So he's gonna probably have to boom at some point, or let his silo die.
I think if Beard made the siege tank, it could stack slowly. But it's a huge stack here at the silo. So not an easy comeback.
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah,
is
but he's got 5 Edmund Dukes out still. Such a lucky spawn.
yeah, those are not easy to push.
Blue really just throwing out mech like crazy, trying to push this back. Yeah.
Blue with the
Well, the defender has a little bit of advantage here because they have a shorter distance from their spawn, and a lot of the units from the other team are targeting this silo. So it is possible to push back from this position, but this army from Brown, it's stacked here, is so strong. It seems unlikely.
Yeah, Brown has such a
More likely the silo will go down before he ever pushes them out. Blue now behind, 3 gases to 1.
Brown spawn so small
Yeah,
compared to
that
Blue's.
got me into a little bit of panic when I saw that.
But
Either one.
he does have siege tanks out, which are very strong against the build that Brown has on the map.
Yeah, indeed. And
So
Brown's-
great choice there.
and
That's going
Brown-
to pay off.
And Brown doesn't really have much unit. I'm pretty sure Blue will make a comeback here, slowly.
Brown also not refunding his scanner, so he could get an extra 500 minerals out of that.
Yeah, but that defensive matrix is
Right.
is also pretty good. And
Okay, there's the boom. Good
Yeah.
boom.
Art have done the same too.
I was surprised that it was not pushable, even though I was spending all the money on me.
Yeah, but you'll probably have the push here with the more units.
Blue refunding some units after that spawn, trying to catch up on gas, I suppose.
I'm a bit surprised none of you did the bio hero. I saw the beef versus teabag.
Yeah, Blue here with a superior build. The siege tanks are really hard against the Goliaths, so he's going to rip right through these guys.
Yeah. But Brown is up 1 boom.
Yeah, so
And the gas is same, right?
Oh, I do have the first
Brown-
enemy out now.
Brown actually has 3 gas.
yeah, Pete is saying he's surprised by that.
Oh yeah, Beers now have 1 bio hero.
Yeah, I think building another siege tank would have been a more effective use of those resources against this build. And yeah, Brown's still up by a gas. Brown getting infantry heroes of his own. So, yeah, kind of strange choice from both players to do the infantry heroes. I guess they can absorb the explosive damage a little better. So maybe reasonable against siege tanks. But Brown doesn't have any siege tanks out, so yeah, from blue, I would have chosen to up the siege tank count instead of taking that infantry hero.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll see how it plays off.
But doing bio heroes against siege tanks.
That's why I realized
Brown's got some medics coming out.
Hero infantry, so that was my thought process.
There's some echo now. Now it's good now. Brown will have to make a boom as well here if he's gonna try to make a comeback.
Yes.
Pushing back these siege tanks.
So kind of evening out each other a little bit.
Pushing back these.
Yeah, the tanks from blue are stacking, so
yeah, impossible to push those.
We're gonna probably have to see a boom.
Maybe we can put the replay speed up to 2 times speed. Beers?
Oh yeah, I can do that now. Yeah, there we go, that's better.
Yeah, that's better. When we play the game, we have it 3 times speed.
Cool.
So
I'd like to see a gas out of blue here while he has the advantage. But instead of taking a gas, it looks like blue takes another infantry hero, and there's the boom from Brown.
They're both on 3 gas now.
So in this case, going gas would have been a bad choice because
use
a gap.
If he was going gas, he would surely be down 2 booms.
That makes sense. Still, I don't know about the infantry heroes here.
It's good. I became my infantry hero versus.
They definitely take up the damage from the siege tank, but they are really weak against Goliaths and bunkers. It's nearly even push here. They have really.
I'm getting a lucky spawn here with 4 Edmund Dukes coming out of that one. That seems to be like a game changer. How many Edmund Dukes you get?
Especially if you have a lot of glides.
Yeah, because they have the 79 attack with explosive damage.
It's really good against Goliaths, but it's not that high damage against bio.
So blue pulling out more Goliaths, building a lot of Goliaths, while Brown looks like he's lining up for a second siege tank. So this, yeah, that would be a bad situation for blue, I think, if we see another siege tank while he's building Goliaths.
Yeah, that would be a bad situation for blue.
Guys want to
Blue
go
also lining up.
You guys want to do times 4? Sorry, you like it too fast?
No,
That's fine.
It's okay.
So there's Brown finally taking that second siege tank. But blue has managed to push this back surprisingly well. Just with the Goliath push. And blue taking a second siege tank as well.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Still, there's a pretty strong line here of tanks from Brown. So it's going to be quite difficult to get through.
Brown has the medics.
But he's holding off the push pretty well. That silo's, not going down.
I think Brown's medic really does a good thing here.
Interesting choice to have even 3 supply depots.
Yeah. I would probably
very good.
Two supply depots would be good, I think. 3 is like a bit too many medics.
Right. Yeah, every minute will count right now. So awesome back and forth, but it's hard to push against those established siege lines, especially TBT.
Yeah, Goliath's committing suicide here. It's one of the downsides of the Goliaths.
Very bad AI. So
Blue recomping his Goliaths really well, actually, going down to 3. I don't even know what he's spending that money on. Infantry heroes, another siege tank. Pretty good choice. I'd actually like to see some medics here too out of Blue.
Yeah.
That might help his bio shield.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't think I ever got medics in TBT. Ever.
That's just not the way Golden Bears plays. No medics.
All
the units have to be attacking units. No science vessels, no medics.
You wouldn't use medics.
Don't mess around with that.
If
it's working.
If the enemy
For
were
him, though, he's pushing Brown. He's pushing back Brown's line at this point. I mean, look at this.
He is.
Brown's tank line has fallen back, and Blue's tank line is pushing forward.
That's the.
But not quite enough to push it though. I was surprised to see this phenomenon. I was like, still not pushing enough.
That's the power of a defensive.
Yeah, those infantry heroes are absorbing a lot of damage. Here comes some sneaky wraiths, but Brown has had a science vessel out for a long time, so they're going to get eaten up pretty quick. They're going to struggle against all these infantry heroes, but Brown up to 3 siege tanks. I don't know what happened to the science vessels, but these wraiths are still putting in damage.
I was scratching, you know.
He's not using scan.
Both players still on 3 gas.
Yeah.
Not very aggressive gas play.
No, normally 420 is
back and forth.
Very old school.
Normally 420 plays very aggressive on the gas count.
Yeah, if Blue could hold this off without a boom, it would be brilliant. He'd probably win the game. He's close, but not quite there yet.
Right.
Yeah,
so there was a big pause game, so to stop the game.
Yeah.
There's a different game meta when you're playing same race. It's like, you know, every detail matters, especially, you know, same race. So.
Those tiny differences that will be, you know, make the difference. I think Brown's medics maybe being the difference right now.
Yeah, I think so too. They really power up the bio hero.
Brown taking a 4th infantry hero, while Blue taking a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th siege tank.
That's
not going to play well for Blue because those infantry heroes are really doing a great job absorbing the damage.
Yeah, I agree on that.
And they're just getting in close and taking down this tank line. So I think we're going to have to see a boom here at some point from Blue. Looks like his silo's going down in health. I always like the boom after the silo blows to get that hero push.
But now Blue's adding up
that'd be a wise choice.
So that will help. If Brown doesn't max up siege tank, then Blue's Goliaths will help against the infantry heroes.
Still on 3 gas.
That's a boom.
Yeah, true. That's a good
So
point.
3 gas.
But the Goliath count from Brown also pretty decent. He's got 6. Blue's got 6, so they're pretty even on Goliaths.
Yeah.
So
But Brown's gonna.
After that boom, we'll see. Can Blue push or at least hold the line?
I don't think Blues will push this.
Blue adding another Goliath. So
Those medic with the infantry heroes just so really good against the siege tank.
count.
I don't know, but it's a lot of siege tank.
Yeah, they seem to be really kind of showing off the advantage
Yeah.
of that hero infantry to absorb siege tank damage. Kind of an amazing demonstration of that. Yeah, it is a lot of siege tanks. That's my only question. And here comes some sneaky wraiths. Kind of, yeah, getting in under with because Blue does not believe in building science vessels or medics. They don't. Those are units that don't attack, so Blue doesn't have them. He's got to build up his tech tree because he didn't have the academy sitting around ready for it. And yeah, we're finally going to get a scan here. I don't think that's going to be a difference maker. There's only like what one wraith building. Not a big deal. Brown opting for some ghosts at this point. So yeah, I mean that's
a good idea.
that should be interesting to see the effect of that. I don't know if they'll get close. It looks like Blue's tank line is quite effective. All the infantry heroes are off the field, you know, here in the middle of the line. So
Yeah.
I don't think those ghosts are even going to get close at this point. They might get off a couple of lockdowns, but it's not going to. I don't know if that's going to do it. Brown's tank count. He's only got 3 tanks to Blue's, what, 5?
5.
Now we're kind of switching to wraith play, actually. Blue getting some wraiths of his own, Brown keeping his wraiths in. Only on 3 gas. These wraiths are so freaking expensive.
But instead of 4 supply depots, I would use probably 2 and 5.
Yeah, there's 1 lockdown.
And 5 base.
9 Valkyries coming up.
Because medics doesn't really have any attack.
So I
So
realize that we take down the science.
but Brown is still up with 1 boom. Let's see if he's gonna.
His units just covering the field. I mean, look at all these tanks. Getting air superiority quickly here.
And then take out the vessel, which was the. Yeah, that's not a big one.
Yeah, Valkyries are good against science vessels. All rates for that matter.
Brown getting back, Valkyrie building of his own. Yeah, true. Brown boosting. I haven't seen a lot of boosting or delay egg action actually. So here's an interesting boost from Brown. Feeling the pressure for sure.
He must have been under pressure now. Seeing Blue made a comeback here.
Exactly what Brown is thinking. He's got over 1,000 minerals here. What is he going to build? More wraiths? I don't know. 1,200 minerals. What's he doing? Waiting to do a boom? $1,400 minerals here.
He gotta do a boom.
So he could purchase a level 1 Magellan, I guess.
Oh, no, yeah.
I don't know what he's saving for.
Yeah, level 1 Magellan would be a good choice if we say
Brown
so.
just sitting on minerals. Not sure why. 1600.
Now 500.
Blue investing. Blue investing in his Wraith army. Really dominating the air game, dominating the tank game. That's the way to win. That's the way to win the TVT. You have a superior tank count, you have a superior air attack, and yeah, I don't know what Brown is doing. Let's see, he spent his money.
BC is where he's from.
He made a
battle cruisers. Okay, saving up that 1800 minerals for battle cruisers. Terrible, terrible, terrible choice. Losing the game with that choice, for sure.
Yeah, battle
against
cruiser.
this huge Wraith army Blue's got coming at him.
Battle cruiser, not a good choice.
I don't like that move at all.
No, neither do I. Bad choice.
Yeah, Brown building just regular battle cruiser building. 2400 minerals. They're going to be weak to the Wraiths. They're going to be weak to the Goliaths. No, very weak to the Valkyries. Blue actually getting rid of all of his Goliaths at this point. I actually like that.
Yeah, so maybe the battle
just focusing
cruiser
in on the tanks and the Wraiths. It's a great, efficient Terran build. TVT Terran build.
Got some ghosts myself too. Just a lot of ghosts on battle.
Okay. Yep, ghosts come out. Ghosts are decent. Yep.
Indeed, really good against battle cruisers. Ghost best counter is I mean battle cruisers a good counter against battle cruisers is Ghost, that's for sure. Also raids are good against battle cruiser, but Ghost is as well. Brown had the big amount of units here, and
so Blue's Blue's Wraith's not quite able to reach the battle cruisers because battle cruisers come in so slowly and the Wraiths come in so quickly, and they're kind of getting eaten up in the front lines. So the battle cruisers surviving. Yeah, Brown getting up to 5 infantry heroes with his 4 medics. Actually,
good.
Yeah, giving his battle cruisers some coverage, and you can see they're actually pushing pretty well.
Yeah,
but here come the Wraiths right into the battle cruiser line. They're just going to eat them alive. Goodbye, battle cruisers. It was nice knowing you.
They are surviving actually okay.
Getting a defense matrix.
The raids are actually targeting.
Yeah, you see these infantry heroes really coming into play against the Wraiths.
Yeah, because the raids are
if your Wraith count isn't high enough,
the
infantry heroes can be a problem.
Indeed. So the infantry heroes helps the battle cruisers because the raids are targeting the ground units.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I was very surprised when this was being clutched. I was like, well, PCs can actually do damage here, right?
Yeah, Blue with only 3 infantry heroes to Brown's 5, and plus the medics. Those infantry heroes are very, very powerful. So I'm not too surprised.
Mostly because Blue doesn't have the Goliath.
You know, I mean, Brown is coming off of a boom.
Yeah, that too. I really noticed that there's already enough ground.
Yeah, Brown is coming off of a boom, so it's not too surprising. You know, in these close TVT games, you know, as soon as one person booms, you know, they push, and the other person booms, and then they push, and you're kind of going to be back and forth until you get, you know, one player gets a significant advantage over the other. But I like Blue's build a lot here. just focusing on the tank superiority, the air superiority. Just enough ghosts sprinkled in, I suppose.
But I don't see any Goliaths anymore. He does do him now. Now he refunds him. Making the Goliaths here would be good for Blue.
The problem is only on 3 gas. The air superiority doesn't mean that much because the ground units are going to be overwhelming in number to the wraith count because you just don't have enough minerals to purchase that many wraiths. So it's a lot less important in such a low gas game.
Like doing a 3 times ghost is like a bit too much. I think like ghost is more a supportive unit. You need the Goliaths with the ghost for the ghost to be strong. Without the Goliaths, the ghosts are actually.
So this silo is going to go down.
It is. I wonder how you actually managed to win this game, Beers.
There it goes.
You are down 1 boom, and you have.
Yeah, so the silo's down. There's no boom there from the silo heroes. So I think Brown is going to continue to push here. Clearly. Yeah, how is Blue going to come back from this? That's the question. Still not a lot of egg usage. Oh, there's Brown. Okay, so Brown must have hit a... No, never mind. That's from the silo. Okay. Yeah, not a lot of egg usage. It's kind of interesting.
You're both gonna stay on 3 gas all game?
I'll let you see. I was in no condition to gas, that's all I can say from my side. I gotta find a way to push this one way or another.
Brown really upping his Goliath count, which I think is a good choice here because you can see the Goliaths are hitting his Blue's Wraith line pretty hard.
Yeah, the Goliath's anti-air damage is really good.
But Blue does have a superior tank count, so I think the Goliaths could come back to bite him with the 5 tanks from Blue.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to see a boom at some point.
And Brown having his own race counts, which certainly puts me in that pressure because I don't have good detection. So.
Yeah, got to keep up with the scans if you're not going to build the science vessels. Kind of an annoying aspect to the Terran play.
Yeah, so try to scan, do what I can, but no units to hit the race now. Just only a bunch of tanks.
Always Drunk might be switching his race.
Approaching all the way to the silo.
Brown taking a 4th gas.
Yeah, with how much time left? That's
Brown taking a 4th gas.
That's good here.
Shocking.
That's not
development.
That's a good choice for Brown, I think. And now he has.
Oh no! I think it's great. I think the low gas count is crazy. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, sometimes the battle is very intensive in the start game. Then the gas doesn't go high. Blue taking his 4th gas as well.
Okay.
What about desperation move? Should I catch up or try to push it? I try to look at how much time there's left, and okay, there's still plenty of time left in the game, so.
Yeah, but definitely going to be under pressure from this tank line.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to have to boom, and taking the delay from the gas, he hasn't really been able to build up his army. So yeah, it's going to be a tough slog out of this boom.
Yeah, that's crazy how you actually managed to win this battle, Piers.
Neither player opting to take a spec speed.
even 600 minerals is not that much for one noob. But you need long time to gain...
See a Yamato gun.
What do they usually target at?
Which one? The Valkyries?
Yeah, my understanding is that the Yamato gun is a bad thing, because the battlecruisers tend to, they might target, any unit with that Yamato gun, and it's quite a long delay on that strike. So I never researched the Yamato gun.
Not versus Terran. The Yamato...
Pete, you were suggesting a Yamato gun in a previous game. It was a TVZ. I was wondering if you could explain that.
Yeah, T versus Zerg, Terran versus Zerg, the Yamato gun.
Do you think there's an advantage to the Yamato gun in facing a Zerg army?
Yamato gun is really good against Zerg. The Yamato gun does 150 damage.
Yeah, in fact,
and ignores the armor. But if you have the range and the stack beast battlecruisers, some of the battlecruisers does the normal damage, while some of the battlecruisers doesn't have the range for doing normal target. Then they actually do the Yamato gun. It's really good. Versus Terran, they target science vessels, and I think they also target the siege tank. But versus Terran, they are not really good. It's not really good, mostly because raids is going too close in on the battle against the battlecruisers. So they don't have the time to actually use the Yamato gun really good. Like versus Zerg, they have the time to use it.
Yeah.
Blue's down with 3 booms.
Okay, that makes sense. So, Blue here upping his Wraith count, and Brown taking a spec speed. I really like this... Yeah, I really like this army from Blue. I think he's going to push here. That is my prediction. His Wraith count is getting high. His tank count is higher. I think he's going to push, but we'll see how it goes.
I mean, I use the boom, and if I don't push it, then, not a problem. And I see that, Brown has upped one of the nukes, so I need to follow suit.
Brown haven't used...
Blue following suit, taking his spec speed.
And Blue have bought the investment. And bought a special speed as well. So, in like 5 minutes...
But you can see Brown not able to form a line here. These Wraiths really doing damage.
Indeed.
Blue getting a nice tank line going. Brown has no tank line up, really. Wraith's still alive for Blue. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good push here. Brown, he has a lot of units on the map, a lot of good Goliaths and stuff, but I think Blue just has a better build right now.
Yeah, it's the too low amount of rates from Brown is not good here.
Yeah, Brown just now getting his Valkyries. Better late than never, but he just doesn't have the... He's never going to win the air superiority in this battle. At this point, Blue is just too far ahead on the Wraith count. Brown flying his factory across the map. Where's that factory going?
I couldn't figure out a way to destroy that factory, so I had to just fly it over. I figured, okay, there are enough tanks on the field. Let me just reduce one. Because, when those units are playing behind, I always see them as a waste. They're better be engaged.
That's a really interesting point. Very tactical, almost micro kind of play. You have a lot of tanks on the field. Why not get rid of some? You don't need to spawn more at this point, really.
Yeah,
that's a really interesting, very tactical maneuver.
Very tactical maneuver.
Yeah, so about the optimization.
Very advanced play here out of Blue, I think.
Like versus Zerg, you can use that maneuver very good.
The idea is that, just get one more raids.
Getting a battle cruiser out early, then the Zerg might get the swarm up, and then you
very advanced play here out of blue.
You have like build. One tank, sea tank, then you reform the battle cruiser and get the 3 times sea tank. Then you get the tank count up and you add the battle cruiser again afterwards. That's a really, really hardcore maneuver against Zerg.
Yep. It is, yeah. It is. I mean, it takes a bit of micro, but it's totally worth it if you can do it in time.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, the ghost counts are reduced because, like Pete said earlier, it's if you have a bunch of ghosts but not other units, that's not very good. You can lock it, but you can't kill them, which is not good enough. So
soon Beers will have the investment payment.
So Brown has tons of medics here. He's got 6 medics.
Woo!
He's got his 5 infantry heroes still.
Too much medic.
And his infantry hero play is not working for him any longer. The wraith count is too high. The tank count is too high, and those infantry heroes are just not working. The Goliaths are not working. Goliaths are not that great against wraiths. They should be. They have the explosive damage against the large wraith unit.
They are.
But I don't know. I don't know if they're just dumb or if they just get kind of masked with this swarm of stacked wraiths. I don't know what it is, but you never see the Goliaths really work against wraiths. I would refund all these Goliaths and invest in an anti-air defense if I were Brown.
Goliaths are actually good against wraiths.
They are supposed to be higher,
it's just the tank, siege tank.
It is interesting,
The siege tank kills the Goliath so easy.
I mean, it's not like Protoss where Corsair can cast some Disruption Webs and really mess that up. It's supposed to be,
Yeah. The Goliaths are weak to the siege tanks, and this tank line is massive. Just almost going like north to south across the map, like pole to pole. So yeah, the Goliaths good against wraiths, but just getting eaten alive by the tanks. I think you're right. Yeah.
Very eaten alive by tanks. Siege tank eat them so badly.
So blue boosting, another egg use, a very rare egg use in this game. Just maxing out his wraiths. I love it. Looks like he might be getting a second science vessel.
Yes, yeah.
The second one only spawns one science vessel.
I always get either 1 or 3 science vessels because the second one, even one, is always only one.
The second one
so
can
a very early panicky boom there from Brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very bad tactical mistake at that point.
Yeah, I was surprised by this boom. So what just happened?
Yeah.
He used his last boom, so it's no boom to no boom. Whoever has the better army is the winner here.
Is Blue going to rebuild his siege tanks here? Not yet. There goes another wraith.
By seeing Blue's wraiths count,
he still has quite a tank line on the field, actually. Just a bad boom from from Brown, rather. So now 0 booms to 0, and
all the wraiths come now.
I don't know if Brown can push here. Not with this superior air force.
While Brian had the battle cruisers and the ground mass, he should have boomed while the wraiths were.
I guess the rationale was that one health bar on the silo, so he didn't want to, get that ion cannon.
Booming when wraiths are above middle is really good against the wraiths spawn. He should have waited for that.
Yeah, those are leftover seas, definitely. doing damage. Because, you know, I mean, the algorithm is that siege tank, you know, once they siege, they, you know, unsiege and move up. But there are some cases where the siege tank just stays where they are. They are so effective, and they're actually staying where they are.
Yeah, it can also work against you. I was playing a game earlier today where I got siege tanks just stuck in the middle of the map.
Brown did this.
That was not a good time.
Brown did this.
The worst is when they move back. Sometimes they move back, and I hate when that happens.
Yep, the siege tank retreat.
They both did that 5th gas.
So Blue's struggling to rebuild his tank line here. Oh wow, yeah, a 5th gas.
5th gas.
Good choice. Very, very good choice. You gotta have that insta spawn. That's a game changer.
Yeah, but I don't know if I had waited to end game just to get the instant spawn at the end time. Not much time.
Well,
left.
not only the instant spawn, but also those special units.
Yeah, that's the Magellan can really help.
For some star posts and get that.
The Magellan level 1 can really help Brown
against
those raids.
Yeah.
But he's not doing it.
Yep.
So far so good. Blue has the Magellan out, so
level 2 Magellan is definitely a game changer in battle.
Magellan is a game changer indeed.
Oh wow, Blue's on 2nd level Magellan at this point. Yeah, refunding a few wraiths to get that 2nd level Magellan is a yeah, that's a great choice, I think. Brown appearing to push, but having a lot of difficulty pushing here. Blue's wraiths kind of come in and kind of push back. And with this Magellan, this will be interesting to see how this plays.
And of course, the next thing I do is destroy a couple of science vessels because I already got Magellan. Just a detector. I'd rather reallocate to making more raids.
And now Blue had his investment paid back. Brown didn't get.
Okay, so you see the Magellan in play. Unit's kind of spinning around. Looks like Brown is building up his air army a little bit here. No, Brown not opting for a Magellan or a dropship.
Magellan level 1 would be a really good choice here for Brown.
Using the kill corruption timer just because I saw I was getting pushed and I was putting pressure.
But Brown has a huge ground mass.
Yeah, for sure. Taking that mass of wraiths as it comes in and kind of putting them into confusion and just letting your ground units eat them up. That'd be a really great play, I think, for Brown. But I'm not seeing him purchase the Magellan at this point.
No.
He is pushing very, very hard. You know, almost annihilating Blue's army off the map as the timer winds down.
How did you win?
So
this?
I don't know what Blue's going to do here.
No, it's crazy that
It's the spot.
He's gonna have to.
So
he's gonna have to hit the insta spawn soon before his base gets overwhelmed.
I did, yeah. I just used insta spawn as soon as I spawned, so double army basically.
Okay, there it goes. Yep. And just praying that actually works and pushes, because if not, you're dead.
Yep, yeah, this is it. Yeah. No more booms, no more instant spawn, you know.
The instant spawn.
Actually, if Brown responded with an instant spawn right now, you'd be in a lot of danger, I think. So I'm not sure where Brown is on his insta. He needs to get on that.
And this is where I noticed, all those Goliaths and tanks at the back are just playing around. I personally don't like to see this. Like, they should be fighting. Like, just reinvest in air. Just reallocate.
Blue taking the 3 paratroopers upgrades. That's a really good choice. Those guys are so strong.
Yeah, they
no medics on the field, of course. Of course not.
I think those paratroopers also drop some medics every once in a while.
Yeah, I think maybe the 3rd level. Pete can maybe speak to that.
The third level doesn't give any medics. The third level gives only bio heroes Alexei Stuko and Samir Duran and Lieutenant Kerrigan and Jim Rayner, the Marine. Those 4 units,
Okay.
the level 3 spawns. At level 1, the dropship spawns 1 Marine normal, 1 medic, 1 hero firebat, and 1 ghost. At level 2, the dropship spawns 2 normal Marines, 2 ghost, 2 medic, and 2 hero firebat in a 3-second cycle. So every 3 seconds it spawns the 2 units on level 2. On level 1 it's 1 unit, and level 3 it's a hero unit with the same time in between it.
Oh.
So level 1 and level 2 in an
Yeah, that's really interesting details.
in an 2 versus 2 game.
Blue getting a hero battle cruiser. So it looked like Brown was failing to push, but his army has really thinned out, and I think the Wraith count and the Magellans and the dropships are coming into play here. Especially the air superiority is just becoming impossible for Brown to push against.
So I got a couple of missile turrets. The rationale is that, even if you destroy it, I think it's still profitable, right? Because you gain like 15%, 10%, and 5%, and if you destroy it's 1%. So even if you don't use it, I think you should build it.
Yeah, another like really great sort of tactical knowledge from our commentator Golden Bears here. The 1% refund, sometimes worth taking.
It's not much. If you kill like 1 hero building, it's nothing. It's like 10 minerals. If you kill like 30, it's 300 minerals. It's nothing. Like if you gain on a hit on gas, 300 minerals is fast gained. So killing hero buildings is not really a downside. It's just something I added
that
because
you
have a discount on the first 3 hero buildings. So if you just make the hero buildings and refound them, you can make new one, and then it would be kind of a too cheap trick to just make the hero buildings and refound them. But with this 1% loss, you can't build them and refound them without losing anything. You gotta lose a little amount of money if you do that trick. Because having some hero units is not a bad choice.
Yeah.
So the instant you kill them, you lose a little amount. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So I didn't want it to make it bad to kill a hero building by losing like 5 or 10%. But I just wanted to make this kind of discount trick use weekend.
And look at this Hyperion. So Blue's hero BC here has racked up 10 kills and counting. I think actually a really brilliant play against the very, very weak air army coming out of Brown. They're just not even touching these hero BCs that Blue has built.
BCs are good when they're good at actually attacking warriors in the front instead of trying to ram into an army like Goliath. So BCs are
so with the hero infantry coming out of that dropship, the hero BCs, and not really enough of a air army coming out of Brown, they're really forming a very strong defense. And you can see Blue's tank line has once again dominated just north to south. And Blue's going to push all the way here, and Brown is going to have to spec, and that's going to be game over, I think, unless we see some recomp or some new ideas here out of Brown. I think he's in a very deadly spot.
He is. If he's not increasing his race amount, he's in trouble. Those hero battle cruisers is really good against bio heroes. So they are weak against raids, but as Brown doesn't really have much.
Oh yeah. Right. Brown still hasn't used all his delay eggs, which is very strange. Or all of his boost eggs. Blue boosting. He hasn't used all of his either.
As long as I use it in time, the worst case is that if you don't use it before the income time is over. That is the worst case. When you're so focused in the game, you forgot to use it.
Yeah, I don't know why Brown is not using them. There's only like 5 minutes left in the game. He does use them now. He just started using them. A good choice to do that.
So there's the delay eggs.
Like
and a boost.
A bit late.
Yeah, I think far too late.
Yeah.
Sometimes using it even at the last 60 seconds is not the worst idea because you try to concentrate what you can squeeze out of, and the fact that your income practically stops at the last 60 seconds. That's also an interesting tactic.
The power of the eggs
Although by then your game is pretty much determined, but still.
Yeah, we actually have a weird Brown with 3 science facilities, so he's not getting his Valkyries. He's instead getting Tom Kazansky's out. Not a good choice against this giant Wraith army, where the Valkyries could be helping with their splash damage and everything.
Yeah, I would definitely want to get Valkyries.
Yeah, I would have stuck with the Valkyries there. I'm not sure if he was saving up money to do another battle cruiser or what he's thinking with that.
The Tom Kazansky hero rate is not really a good choice here. And having
the only time I use Tom Kazansky is when I play against Pro.
Against Protoss?
Yeah, because they can take 4 or 5 high Templar storms, so regular race would melt while Tom Kazansky would survive, and the high Templars would point to the Tom Kazanskys. So that's my rationale.
Against the Observer, or what?
No, high Templars, Psionic Storm.
Yeah, so you use Valkyries against what?
That's 500 HP. So. I try not to use battle cruiser.
Hero raids.
I don't like slow.
Okay. You use hero raids against Templar.
So I just noticed Brown. Yeah, I just noticed Brown taking 2 disruption vessels and his full paratroopers. Finally, matching Blue, but Blue's still here with a just unstoppable tank line and a superior air army. I don't know that that's going to make the difference.
Right, it is kind of a downhill from there, so I can speed up a little more. Maybe speed.
Yep.
Or speed up, okay. Starting to have a lot of skip frames, but it's fairly predictable from here. I realized I never really got that ion cannon until about now, so very late, very late. It's okay.
So,
and I think the only mistake was that the last build should have been waited a little bit. Yeah, that was only comment right now.
So, BS, you will meet Asian Control in your next battle. That will be an easy fight as he is not really online.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a bit sad. He haven't been
Yeah,
online.
the mistakes out of Brown here, kind of killing him. You know, the battle cruisers, the lack of wraiths, the huge Goliath play without enough tanks to really back it up, the bad boom at the end, just kind of too many mistakes here against very pro Golden Bears opponent.
It's Goliath they just don't work. It's sad. I mean, I would like to see someone turn up, but it always turns out to be air versus air. Usually, even more Goliaths. Okay. And the problem is they're just playing around in the back. I think that's the biggest root cause.
He's adding more Goliaths, Brown.
Yeah, it's already crowded basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of desperation at this point. I think there's not much he can do.
He should have added.
So, if I understand the, go ahead.
He should add the bio heroes.
Yeah. So if I understand the bio heroes.
Yeah, instead of Goliaths, because of the tank mass. But mostly he should have added raids. But instead of Goliaths, bio heroes would have been a better choice against those tanks.
So if I understand the tournament structure, you guys are going to be facing off in the semifinals, assuming you win through your next battles, right?
Yeah, me and Beers.
Yeah, Golden Bears and Pete
Yes.
in the semifinals is what I'm thinking we're going to see.
Yeah.
And that'll be an exceptional game to watch.
It depends, what race you're going with, Pete. I know you kept saying you have some second thoughts about being Zerg or Protoss or whatever, like whatever's least played.
I need to beat both 420 and always drunk first. If you will meet me, those two won't be easy to win. At least.
I don't think I'm playing Pete until I get a little higher. At least not for my next round, I believe, because we're in the same group, right? So we shouldn't be meeting each other immediately.
Yeah, you'll have to go through the quarterfinals,
right.
but then I believe you will be facing off in the semifinals.
Right.
I have to get through Frosty and Bullet. That's going to be a couple of very tough battles. Very good pros who have won both of their tournament games so far, and if I get through both of them, then I guess I'll probably be facing the winner of you guys in the championship. But that's a long way off, so we'll have to see how things go with Frosty and with Bullet.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to beat them no problem, but they definitely gotten better, and I'm definitely supporting them winning these days. So
we definitely have a win here. A good comeback you made here, Beers.
Yeah,
No,
it was.
There
It was
was
honestly his mistake more than my good things.
there were several moments where I think you had the game lost, but 420
more
not
mistakes than I did. That's what it mattered. Yeah.
420
Yeah,
not adding those rates was a bad choice.
I had a similar sort of game against Teabag. He kind of was winning against me for a lot of the game, but just made some critical mistakes at the end. Just not the right build, and that was the end of the game. So yeah, the late game can change everything.
Right.
Sure.
Although it is good to know that those infantry heroes actually are good, and medics, which I personally never used, but I'll certainly have to think about.
The infantry heroes are amazing. I've seen them come into play in a variety of situations.
Actually, the game versus you, Beef, T-Bags used one bay at the first spawn, and he actually did push you with that bay. I didn't think he would, but it was actually strong.
Yeah. I mean, this refund system is definitely got me a little fixated to only build, 3 of each hero buildings, 3 engineering bays, 3 bunkers, 3, maybe 3 turrets, but yeah, it affects. So
the discount 5, 10, and 15% is not that much though, but it makes the heroes useful at some point, because I did many versions before this where the heroes were too strong. Really hard to actually balance the heroes, because they kind of get really strong when they are massed. In a high amount, they get really strong. So I had to figure out something to make them to make the game where you had not only to use hero buildings, like a game with only buying heroes wouldn't be a good game. So like doing only turrets and bunkers and base, that would be sad. So I really had a hard time balancing those heroes, but I didn't want to make them too weak to be not useful at all. So I kind of balanced it many times, changing the price. All the unit stats are default in this, so it's only the price that's been changed throughout the time. So I had to figure out something to make them useful at some point in some small amount, or at least in some amount. So I thought, maybe why not make a discount on the first 3 of them. So that's why 10, 15, and 5% is given on the first ones, to make them useful at a point.
So we're almost at the end of the game. I think it was pretty laggy, but I mean, we're in a different region, so I get it. But I'm almost done.
Yeah, it's GG here.
All right, guys, GG.
Does the game not end while...
Beef, will you be able to stream for my game tomorrow?
Yeah, what time will it be?
Like 2 hours before this time, maybe 4 hours before this time. I don't know what your time is now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out on chat, and I will see you guys then.
Yeah.
End the game.
All right.